Should President Trump help promote the vaccine among skeptics, sir? Especially those Republicans who say that they're not willing to take it?
A lot of reports from serious reporters like you saying that. I discussed it with my team, and they say the thing that has more impact than anything Trump would say, more impact than anything Trump would say, the MAGA folks, is what the local doctor, what the local preachers, what the local people in the community say. So I urge all local docs and ministers and priests to talk about docs and ministers and priests to talk about why it's important to get that vaccine, and even after that, until everyone is in fact vaccinated, to wear this mask.
Thank you.
Right now, we're in the worst possible situation. And between 3,000 and 4,000 deaths per day.
The thing that has more impact than anything Trump would say, local docs and ministers and priests to talk about why.
Dr. Fauci, I wanted to ask you a follow-up question.
Yeah, let me just chime in there.
What potential side effects do we need to worry about? Why should the American people trust this vaccine? Welcome to Conversations with America, a data-driven vehicle for helping Americans navigate uncomfortable discussions. I'm Bishop T.D. Jakes.
That has more impact than anything Trump would say. Local docs and ministers and priests to talk about
Dr.
why.
Jeffress, there is so much talk these days about the vaccine. It's now available. What is your advice to Christians about whether to take it?
Well, you know, Lori, for the last 10 months, millions of Christians have been praying for healing, for relief from this pandemic. And I believe God brought about these vaccines. And for Christians not to take the vaccine on some manufactured faith reason, to me, it's like calling 911 when your house is on fire and then refusing to allow the firemen into your home. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. We shouldn't be surprised that God uses science many times to accomplish his purpose. I mean, when you look at the past, great scientists, men like Isaac Newton, Blaise Pascal, Louis Pasteur, these were not only men of science, they were men of strong faith who believed that God created this world, and he was an orderly God who created it with order and laws that could be observed and learned from. We ought to welcome this as a gift from God.
What do you make of these conspiracy theories that are very prevalent on social media, particularly among Christians, that the vaccine is dangerous, that it could be contain the mark of the beast, and that there are so many unknowns, and we could find out later that the government has been using the vaccine to spy on us, and it could cause harm down the road, and there are so many Christians who have really gotten a hold of these ideas and perpetrating them, and actually say that it's unchristian to get the vaccine.
Well, it's totally ridiculous. And I would just really warn Christians not to be subject to these conspiracy theories. We're to believe in truth. Satan is a liar. He's the father of all lies, Jesus himself said. And you know, these conspiracy theories, they really don't work when you carry them to their logical conclusion.
So what would you say if you were, a lot of pastors and Christian leaders are going to have people coming up and say, well, I don't know, I'm really concerned that the vaccine's trying to take our freedom away, or the vaccine's going to be harmful, or as some people are concerned, well, maybe taking the vaccine compromises my pro-life convictions, because maybe it's resting on research that's been done as a result of abortions. So how do I think through all of this? What would you say to a leader or a pastor who's trying to help?
The thing that has more impact than anything Trump would say, local docs and ministers and priests to talk about
Siamo la
Why?
luce del Cristo che viene al mondo, sia alle violenze e alle ingiustizie, cari fratelli e sorelle. Oggi, in questo tempo di oscurità e incertezze per la pandemia, appaiono diverse luci di speranza, come le scoperte dei vaccini. Ma perché queste luci possano illuminare e portare speranza al mondo intero, devono stare a disposizione di tutti. Non possiamo lasciare che i nazionalismi chiusi ci impediscano di vivere come la vera famiglia umana che siamo. Non possiamo neanche lasciare che il virus dell'individualismo radicale vinca noi e ci renda indifferenti alla sofferenza di altri fratelli e sorelle. Non posso mettermi me stesso prima che gli altri, mettendo alle leggi del mercato e dei brevetti di invenzione sopra le leggi dell'amore e della salute dell'umanità. Prego a tutti i responsabili degli Stati, imprese, organismi internazionali, di promuovere la cooperazione e non la concorrenza e di cercare una soluzione per tutti, vaccini per tutti, specialmente per i più vulnerabili e bisognosi di tutte le regioni del pianeta. Al primo posto, i più vulnerabili e bisognosi.